Morning, guys. Got a long day today, but we are at project number 1. We are beautiful property on the water. We have 5 decks we're taking care of here. There's one up there, one down here, this deck, that deck. I'm saying deck. Get your mind out of the gutter. And then one more on the side here. A lot of decks at this property. It's this like older Trex that is super porous, but I did these last year, so they're not too bad. I haven't gone up on the second story one yet, but this one, it's not too bad. The discoloration is just because of the age. We're just taking care of the green and all that stuff, so shouldn't need a super strong mix. We can probably get away with just downstreaming it. If I need to, I can just pull out the soft wash system, but that's what we got going on. There's a couple Adirondack chairs we are taking care of as well at this property. And then these steps, we're not washing this porch, but we're just gonna get rid of the green under here. So we'll just make sure to wet the wood and just get the green lattice and the railings for them. But yep, this is project number 1 for today. Got the water tank filling up. Pull this line out and we'll be ready to go. Absolutely beautiful view from up here. This is the deck, not too bad. But yeah, I can't complain about the view for sure. I'll do this half first and then move this furniture over so I don't get SH on the wood. Can already see all the organics turning brown. That's cool how quick it works. Just wrapping up, doing a final walk around. See how this deck came out. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can only do so much. It's clean, doesn't have green on it anymore. And I mean, you can see there's paint just oxidizing. That was like that before, but the deck needs some work, but we did the best that we could with it. It was like this last year when I was here too, so I think they'll be pleased. All right, this deck came out looking good. I did the furniture as well for them. You can tell how old they like you just have the stains from the floor mat on there. This is how old it is, but got all the dirt and all the green off. Got that deck, that one's good. All right, time to clean up. For those not familiar with Rhode Island, that's the Jamestown Bridge, that is the Newport Bridge, and just beyond those is the ocean. So this is like a back bay right here. Ooh, nice sailboat. Very nice property. Oh yeah, and then here's the front porch. I got all the green off the trim for the most part. Don't think I bleached the wood at all. I kept it pretty wet, rinsed it off pretty quickly. Try to sell them on a porch wash next year, but that looks good. All right, I just finished up that job. Now we're heading down to Narragansett, which is about 30 minutes away, to do another house. This one's just a small house wash on a small deck. Actually, the same owner who owns that house owns the house down there. It's a rental, so we're gonna go take care of that for them. And then we got one more house wash after that. That driveway at that house that I was just at was a nightmare. It's super windy and tight, not ideal for a big, long truck and trailer. I think I jackknifed it a little too hard. I think my bumper into the trailer, so I'll have to investigate when I, or at least take a look at it when I get to the next job. Sorry, I'm in an intersection. So yeah, hopefully the dent's not too bad. But the decks came out nice, and hopefully we can get these next two house washes done pretty quickly. So did put a nice little dent ski in the diamond plate. It's a little annoying. Maybe I can, like, I don't know, make it less noticeable, but oh, truck's fine. This ranch hand bumper guard, it's indestructible, so besides like a little bit of surface rust. But anyway, here's the house. Pretty small. It's a summer beach rental. Gonna be taking care of the little deck up there. House a little breezy, but shouldn't be an issue. All right, let's get to washing. So it'd be a pretty sick student's rental. The Atlantic Ocean's right there. Pretty cool spot to stay. Get it cleaned up for them and hopefully get some tenants soon. Looks like someone tried to wash this themselves, so I'll probably hit this with the ball valve or something, take care of it for them. So for the soap to come through. Yep. Already turning nice and brown, just melting away. We like to see. This is just pine wood, so I'm not too concerned. Stop brightening it up for him. Try to get a little bit of a match. Been like 2 minutes, already looking better. We're gonna rinse this wood off real quick. Having a hard time reaching the very top of that peak with the wind, so got the gorilla ladder. See if we can shoot it up there. Right. Looks like I'm able to get to the top pretty much now. It's just very breezy being right next to the water. Alright, just wrapped up this house. Back's looking really good. I think this looks better too now that it's even with that door. I think that would be a nice add-on. This side was pretty gnarly, but looks to be okay. There's the ocean. We are no longer at the beach. A little bit of a drive to get here, but this is the house we'll be taking care of. Nice wooded area. Not too bad, just a little bit of green on it. A little bit of oxidation. But gonna get everything taped off and start washing. Looks a lot more like my home in Virginia or North Carolina or something, but I love it. Oh man, that last job was something else, let me tell you. It's one of those things where there was just so much green that was caked on everywhere that it was just, I felt like I had to go over all 4 sides 2 times, and I taped all the outlets off, and I did like my due diligence, property protection like I always do. And 3/4 of the way through the job, the guy comes out and he's like, hey, just like want to make sure you're okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And he's like, so like a breaker tripped. I'm like, oh, that's not good. And unfortunately, the breaker that tripped was the one that his Wi-Fi was connected to, and he works from home. So he wasn't too happy about that. I mean, he was like, he got it, he understood, but he kept trying to trip it, and it just kept tripping back. So I told him to like let everything dry out. If it's still going when it dries out, then I'll have to have someone come take a look at it. But that was unfortunate. Yeah, so hopefully I don't have to file an insurance claim. I've never had to do that before. This would be my first time. But besides that, the house came out great. He said he was going to leave me a good review. He was happy with how it came out. So you know how it goes. Everybody always says that they're going to leave a review, but nobody ever actually does. I mean, that's not true. Not everybody, but it seems like nobody ever does. But anyway, 3rd job of the day done. It is just about 5 p.m. so solid 8 hours. Well, a little more than 8 hours because I still got a 35-minute drive home and drove this morning. But let's break down the job. So job number 1, I got the job from, it's a repeat customer. I did all their decks last year, so she had me come out and do them again this year. So that was nice, and they weren't terribly bad. The second job was the same client. It's their a house that they rent out, I guess. And that was all right, dead end, I guess. Hang on, I gotta whip the trailer around. So second house was a rental, same lady, and got that done, not too bad, it's pretty quick. And then the third job that I just did, I got from Google. He just saw my Google page and popped up. So nice organic lead, we love those. So first job, I charged $500 for all 5 of those decks. I don't exactly remember what the square footage worked out to be, but I charged $500 for that job. I gave him a little bit of a deal on the second house wash because I was getting more work from them and repeat customer and all that. So I charged $300 for the second job, and then this last house wash I did was $500. So got $800 for the first client, $500 for the second one. Yeah, so $1,300 for the day. So a long day, but I'll take it. I'm very happy with that. That's eventually, if I could do that every single day, like that's money. So I mean, it is money, but it's like golden. That's where I want to be eventually, is doing that every single day. So hopefully as it continues to get busier, mid-May, June, I can keep banging out stuff like that every day, because that's where I eventually want to be, and be able to upgrade my equipment even more, bang out stuff even faster. But sorry I didn't get to film that last house. Just ran into stuff. His kids were in the yard, and then ran into that issue, so I just didn't really get to film that one very much. But let me know in the comments what I should do about the breaker that tripped. Is that just, you think it's going to just dry out on its own, or did I permanently damage something? I'm not an electrician. I have no idea. So if you know, just let me know. But I appreciate you guys watching and hanging in there for the video. If you could just don't mind leaving a like and consider subscribing, I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.